So I found out recently that apparently during World War II, the British actually came up with a brewery ship. And this was for the soldiers who were fighting off of the Japanese coast, and that area had a whole full-on brewery and everything to it, and it was really kind of cool. I had fun looking up why they decided to do this and how they went about it. But the best thing I found was an article actually by a gentleman who was on one of those ships, an American soldier, and got to taste one of these beers. And I'm going to put that link in the bottom for you guys to read some more about. I thought it was absolutely fascinating and really cool. Hi, you're watching BeerFork. I'm Melanie, and speaking of the West Coast, we have a beer from the West Coast. It's from Portland, Oregon, and it's from Ecliptic Brewing. It is their Filament Winter IPA. They have a pretty cool space theme to a lot of the names of their beers and to their labeling, which I like. I like themes. Shocker, right? Anyhow, the label says it's 7.2%, IBU is 70, and gravity is 15.5 degrees. Other than that, there's a little bit more towards the back here. I'll read it to you because it's on the short side. As the winter sun hangs low in our sky, some 93 million miles away, solar filaments, giant arcs of cool, dense plasma explode from its surface. Filament Winter IPA celebrates this cosmic wonder. Pale Munich and caramel malts create a rich malt character with a honey-like flavor. A bounty of crystal, Chinook, and Centennial hops combine to lend a spicy citrus hop notes. Anyhow, I was reading a little bit about it, and sounds like from what I was reading and what they've got on the label, those things pretty much mesh well. Very malt on the front and hop in the back, and let's find out. All right, here we go. So I am liking the way this looks. I like the fact that there's a bit of a head to it. It's not super thick, but nice dense little bubbles. Almost reminiscent of champagne when I'm looking at it. It's a little bit darker, a little bit more orangey to it, but very appealing looking. Not as light as some of the IPAs, but certainly not as darker as some of the other beers that we've seen. Let's see what it smells like. Very much the IPA in terms of aroma. Very citrusy, leans a little bit towards the lemon side. Any malt that they're talking about isn't showing up in the aroma. It's pretty much all hop right on top. Let's try it. Okay. So my first thought was almost painful because I think it was a little effervescent, maybe on the little cold side. I don't know. It just kind of got me there. But very quickly switches into that malt, which I rather like, and then right into the IPA. There's not a whole lot of time to savor each little bit. They just kind of go boom, 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 and then it's done. Very refreshing aftertaste to it, which I rather like. I think that's, again, from the citrusiness from the hops. Let's try it again. I think I rather like it. Again, kind of malty right in the front, but I don't find it to be as much of a strong note as some of the reviews that I was reading earlier, where it was almost like a half and half split. I'm thinking it's kind of like 20-25% with that malt in the front. Like, I'm just not getting too much out of it in that department. And then 75-80% hoppiness, which I love. I think it's quite good. Your true like hardcore IPA people might be off-put by that little bit of malt. People who are looking for a malty beer are not going to enjoy this particular one. I like the fact that it's different and it's very pleasant to sip on. Now that the kind of that initial punch got me, I think it was just such a citrus note right there, caught me off guard. I'm gonna keep sipping at it though. I'm liking this one. Yep, it's pretty much as described. I think it's more hoppy than malty, and it's quite good. See you guys next time. Thanks for watching BeerFork. I'm Melanie. It's a new year and time to check out some good beer. If you like what you've seen, please check out that subscribe button to see more. If you've got something to say, like or comment at the bottom. And if you want to see more on other places, you can also follow us on Untappd, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And if you want to see more right now, we got a couple videos right over there. Our most recent, along with a random episode just for you guys.